Adebanjo, the leader of the Pan-Yoruba socio-political group Afenifere, has once again retreated his reasons for backing the Nigerian president of Igbo extraction. The other statement stated in an interview with Daily Independent. According to the Afenifere chieftain, Southeast has not produced a president since the return of the country to civilian rule in 1999. He argued that the presidency is not a seat meant for some certain regions and it is only fair for the Igbos to take over power. He said the presidency is a national affair, not a Yoruba or Igbo affair, adding that for the sake of equity and unity, federal character was included in the constitution, which was what gave birth to rotation. According to him, Nigeria have refused to allow the Igbos to create their own sovereign state, but choose to continue to sideline them at the national level. The Yoruba group leader said it was in agitation that the northern region was monopolizing the presidency since the military took over that made Nigerians vote massively for the late Chief MKO Abiola. He said when they did not allow the late Yoruba-born politician to take over, there was crisis, adding that it was to pacify the southwest that the military brought Chief Olusegun Obasanjo from prison in 1999 to be the president of the country, and rotation started. The other statement further said that it is only fair and logical for the presidency to go to the southeast. In his words, do we continue to sideline or discriminate against the Igbo, which was what brought the issue of the southeast sound even before the Labour Party gave Peter Obi tickets? I am not talking of individuals now. Let them criticize me on that principle. You don't want them to go. You don't want them to have a taste of the presidency. Some people will tell you that, say, oh, it is not giving. It is not this. I don't know. Of course, you are going to be hearing some of the things that we heard. All these people, they've come out several times. The other day, one of the northern, whether it's a journalist, I don't know the position is holding, Madi Shehu, saying that they have to, Igbo must beg for forgiveness. All of those things. We have been hearing statements, oh, we don't trust them. And that's just this. But if they want to bring their crude and wicked talks, they will tell you, oh, it is not, a presidency is not giving. It's not whatever. That they have to struggle for it. They have to do this and that. And it is the way they have been doing this policy. That is why Nigeria has been the way it is, because compromise upon compromise and what have you. You see the so-called south or southeast, most of them, of the politicians, they are they have given in just to allow anything at the expense of the masses. But the question I'm always asking, of course, Payo Adebanjo has said the main thing. The question is that at the end of the day, those of them, if we are truly one Nigeria, why is it that those who think that the power belongs to them, yet their people are worse off than the so-called Igbos? Because the politicians across board, I always say it, they are on the same page. Who are the people that suffer this? It is just a divide and rule. Who are the people that suffer it? Because if you don't have even a good candidate from the Igbo extraction, because it's not all about whether it is this, it is that. But the problem is that the people who think that their people are the ones at the head of affair, you are doing yourself a disservice, because whatever the position they've been holding, it has not affected your life positively. You should get that. All of you, you call yourself a Yoruba person, you call yourself a northerner. You are just happy because those people are there. Have they changed your life? Your life has not even changed for the better. You are even worse off than the same Igbos. Instead of you to have that sense, because these guys are just using your head, then what is the use? What is the need of the northerner that is there, and yet their people are worse off in terms of anything you can think of? They are just using divide and rule, divide and rule. Even if you are to talk about the Igbo extraction, to me, if you have a useless Igbo candidate, it's going to be the same business as usual. Believe you me, if another man, whether it's from a Kanuri or it's an Hausa man, becomes, if you have a responsible person from that region, if the person becomes a president and the person is a good person, believe you, nobody will be worried. And unfortunately, the masses are worried for these politicians, because if the politicians are there, It is not a guarantee. If an Igbo man who is not responsible is there, it is not a guarantee that you are going to have a good country. You begin to ask yourself, the ones that have been there, what good have they brought to the country? Nothing. You are jumping, you are following Tinubu to say Emiloko, Emiloko. See the Lagos they are even talking about. You are suffering. The same you people will be complaining that he has enslaved you, he has taken over, he has bought all the, taking all the properties there. The same you, tell me then, what are you gaining? What are you gaining? So it goes beyond that. I'm taking it even beyond what Adebanjo is saying, because you don't just have a, you cannot say because it's the turn of the Igbo. The problem is that if it is turn of anybody, it has to be a better person, because we have not gotten a better person from all of those regions. That is why we are complaining. It goes beyond that. You can't just bring any riffraff. The issue is that even the so-called Yoruba say, what have they gained? Nothing. Are they better off? Is anybody better off in this country? No. It goes beyond that. Even if you want to argue it from the angle of a rotation, it goes beyond that. Believe you me. It goes beyond that. Because we have been having useless people. That is why this country is what it is today. And they are just manipulating the masses. Tell me what, you as a Yoruba person, now you have Oshibajo there, what have they done? They've done nothing. They have made things worse. And because I've said it even when, before APC and PDP choose their candidates, I was saying it is not all about Igbo extraction or Igbo, because you can't bring any other person. At the end of the day, we're still going to be having the same problem. This man, Peter Obi, that is coming, it's not because it's an Igbo person. If it's a useless person that we know from all these politicians, nobody is going to be looking at his side. And that's why you say that it is those who want the betterment of this country are the ones who are supporting him. But because of their wickedness and they see the acceptance of this man, that is why all of them are now trying to bring one propaganda or the other. Oh, it's hip-hop, is this, is that. But nobody has ever accused Atiku. Nobody has ever accused this thing, that you don't have the right to do this because you are linked to whatever. But for as many who are discerning, you know that they are just blabbing, because it is all about wickedness. Unfortunately, the so-called masses from both the north and the southwest, I pity you people. I will say it without fear of or any whatever. I pity you, because you are not gaining anything. You are not gaining anything. You are not gaining anything, and you are following them to be proclaiming a Miloko. And Tinubu is the one who has brought this tribal politics. You are going to see majority of them who are supporting him. They say, yeah, we cannot leave our own person and be voting. What has that got to do? If you have a responsible person anywhere from this country, believe you me, and I'm always giving this analogy, you want to go to the UK, US, you'll never one day consider that, oh, the people who are managing the authority of those places, they are not from your tribe. But you still want to go there anyway, because nobody cares. If that is what we have in Nigeria, at least our problems will be minimized if we have a responsible people managing the affairs of this country. So that's just the way I see it. It goes beyond whether it is the rotation. If you don't have a good person, it is going to be problem galore.